Hey, what's going on? Sorry about the lighting and all. Um, I stood up to turn off one of the lamp light things, like that one, because it was really making a glare. I just don't really have enough light in here in general, but my mind is just like, oh my god. But it's 1:01 a.m. 7/19/2018. Um, and I was just, God, why is my mind? That's right, because my mind is actually screwed up, and doctors just don't give a shit. But so, outside of that, the reason I wanted to make this video um, is because I'm really trying to figure out, why do I have all my health issues? Why am I sick? Why haven't I got the right help that I need? Why is it that everything in my life has essentially been a failure? You know, why is it that I've been able to attract certain things, almost as it's, in a sense, not I mean, it all has significance, but overall, in the long run, it's not really significant in general. Like, it doesn't have anything that's really gonna propel me um, up, you know, to the level that I want to be on. Why is it that every time I try to do something, and it used to be a big thing, maybe that's one of the reasons I'm kind of just these days, is it seems like no matter what I did, I would always have, some issue happen, like whether, especially with finances, like I would have money in my account and then all of a sudden somebody would take my money, or I'd have money in my wallet and my money's stolen, or I get robbed, or, I lose something, or something happens, right? It's always something. I'm like, what the hell is going on, dude? Why is it that I can think, $1,000 in 7 days, and 8 days later somebody brings me $1,000? Why is it that I can think of certain races and all of a sudden, boom? Why is it that I can think of, okay, I'm gonna win $50, scratch offs, boom, 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 boom? I'm like, okay, well, why is it that I can't find the right doctors? I mean, I think that's kind of a. It just smells weird in here. I don't know. It just smells weird. Uh, but why is it that? I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess why can't I find the right doctors? Well, probably because most doctors are numbnuts. But even then, I mean, with that law of attraction, it should be going on. So I don't know if I just mentioned it. Besides right now, because my mind is all screwed up, but I've been thinking about the law of attraction lately. I mean, I think I really started to get the law of attraction. I don't even know. Probably like right after I got sick. I don't remember what year, but I do remember it. Because I remember I was starting to have like deja vus and all this other stuff. And later on, I just kind of noticed this. I just noticed this. Almost like I was having dreams, you know, like the things that I would have, it was like it was coming to reality. Like, you know, like I'd have these dreams, and then, in my day, it's like deja vu, or I'd start seeing manifestations, and I'm like, whoa, what the hell, dude? And then I started to realize my mind, I was literally, um, I was starting to manifest these things, right? And I'm like, whoa, that's weird, and it actually, for a little bit, I remember one time I even called my mom. I was like, "What the like?" She probably thought I was having like some mental breakdown, but I'm like, "Whoa, what the hell is happening, man?" Like I was freaking the fuck out, dude. Like, for real. Like, it was like, that one was like, I was on the internet one time and I was trying to get girls and whatever, and it seemed like, you know, and it was a good site at the time. Now it doesn't even exist anymore. Spam took over, but the bots. But it was like, because I lived in Austin at the time, and and I would put like, the range, the distance was pretty wide, and it seemed like no matter what I did, it was like all the people that I would meet was actually in the same apartment complex, literally, in the same apartment complex. I remember because I lived in 9, and then there was one that lived in 11. Well, there was one that lived in, I think, 10, and then I think 11 or something like that, you know? And even there was like some weird shit, like, even, well, she's kind of a friend, not really, but my sister's friend, you know, well, I think she was on Facebook. She didn't even know where I lived, but she was staying at the same, like, same area. And she was like from San Antonio. So I'm like, whoa. And then it was like, most of the people that I was running with are like, that chick like stole $20 from me. Never paid me back. I mean, I wish I had something, dude. I'd definitely get my $20 back some way. I mean, she's okay looking, um, but um, and then there was this one girl, uh, that was just weird. And then I found out she was prostituting her kids or whatever. That was really weird. Through people. And then there was this other chick that, I mean, she was somewhat okay. And she gave me this business card or something about some type of mushrooms or whatever. And it's kind of funny because later on, years later, I was going to this church and this guy was doing the same thing. But, yeah, it was weird because we kissed, right? And all of a sudden I just started to have like a reaction from her kiss, you know? And it was weird, but like my face and everything, like I thought the chick was like, I don't know, I thought she poisoned me or something. Like, I got paranoid, like I've never kissed a girl and then all of a sudden had a reaction like that. I mean, I don't know, maybe she, thinking about it, maybe she had on like something, I don't know, when I kissed her, it caused some type of reaction, but it was weird. She probably thought I was weird after that. And it was funny because she was even talking about, as long as you're not a weirdo or whatever. But yeah, I don't know, it was just weird. Well, I mean, she used to live there. Her parents lives there. She lived down the road. Um, but yeah, like, there's just I've had so many different things happen to me. So many things I've wanted good things from, and nothing's ever happened. I don't even really know what I'm saying, to be honest. It's just insane how at one point I was healthy for the most part. I mean, I don't know, like my whole life I've been, I mean, when I talk to people and stuff, the majority of people are like, dude, you cool as hell, man. Like, people like you. They really like me, like, for real. Like, they're like, damn, dude, you're so intelligent and all this. And sometimes I feel like they're just, I don't know. Like, do I look like a retard? Just don't answer that question. Do I look like a retard and I seem to have a higher function? So people are just like, oh, wow, dude, you're really cool, man. Um, it's like, you're cool, you're smart, you're this, you're that. And, and I really, I mean, I don't know about these days, but I get the personality, man, to really become anybody that I want to be, for the most part. But with this, I try to do these things, and it doesn't matter what I do. It seems to always fail. Um, and I think that's one of a few reasons I lost a lot of motivation and whatever. Um, Hardcore, like, I got a headache. But hardcore, because I would literally try thousands of times to conquer these things, and it's just always something, right? I just got to the point, I'm like, fuck, dude, like, no matter what I do, I'm always getting shit on, dude. And then I started to hear about other people having the same issues. So it's like, oh, wow, that's crazy. But at the same time, they're doing a lot better than I am. So I don't know. It's just this law of attraction. It's like, I watched the What the Bleep Do You Know Down the Rabbit Hole or something. I saw it years ago, and I saw it last night. Well, most of it. And I was all thinking about all kinds of things, and how I was talking about the temporal lobes or the frontal lobes and all this other stuff, and then I did a little research on stuff, and how the brain can really determine a lot of things. Like if you can't focus, on certain things or whatever, if you keep forgetting, I mean, you don't really have any chance, man. I mean, you're essentially up the boat without a paddle. But somebody was telling me, and I always seem to have strengths, and I think they always just say that to everybody. But it's always something childhood related, right? That usually screws you up. That's why you get your health issues, which I think is, to be honest, a pussy way of saying things, dude. To be honest, because not everybody, maybe people have issues, but I think, food and other shit plays into it as well. I mean, childhood traumas may be a thing. I don't know. But I know that I can't remember a lot of stuff like 90-year-olds can. They're having like conversations just like, oh yeah, this is what I did in World War I or whatever the case was, and okay, I know those are. I'm gonna leave this down. Hopefully, it doesn't do anything so too crazy. Why is it every time I have shorts, dude, eventually I get a slit in the middle, which is weird. But yeah, it's just been depressed. Sorry, y'all. Blah 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 blah. So bored. Someone come hang. This girl's always saying they're bored. But yeah, I mean, it's just. I'm just trying to like figure it out in my messed up mind already. But like, why is it that essentially ever since I was born I've always had bad luck? I've had a lot of good luck, but overall I've had bad luck. I mean, I haven't accomplished really anything. I mean, I think my greatest success these days, was I got on, benefits and housing shit, and that's about it. And even then, it's like, okay, now what? Like, is that my biggest accomplishments? Like, why is it that I'm sick? Why am I going through all these things? Why is it that I can't find the right connections? Why is it that nobody will help me financially? Why is it that nothing just ever seems to work? But yeah, I can, manifest certain things. But like some website or whatever was talking about like, sometimes you can have like emotions and stuff, which is weird because I think I was talking about this in another video. Well, all this pretty much, but that sometimes your mind, your nervous system, your subconsciousness or whatever will protect stuff. So sometimes you don't. I guess, like say I want to be rich, right? And it's weird because I think someone said that at one time, maybe a couple times, but they were saying maybe it's God, I'm having these brain issues again. Maybe it's like some type of I don't know. Maybe you got like traumas in your life, and your mind, your nervous system, whatever, is protecting you. Maybe it thinks that if you accomplish these things, that it will cause tremendous torture, essentially. Whether it does or doesn't, I don't know. But at the present moment, maybe that's what the mind believes. And it's weird because I've heard that before, and and even at other times I've kind of came to a conclusion, and then when I was reading that stuff and I was talking about the same thing, I was like, oh wow, or how it was talking about the autonomic nervous system and whatever, how my nervous system shot, bro. Like I think so. I think my frontal lobe, my prefrontal lobe, I think they said prefrontal lobe, my temporal lobes, my occipital lobe, um, they're all screwed up. Like every time I get an EEG, it always comes back pretty bad. Psychological test also indicates moderate to severe cognitive impairments. And hell, I think that was just off the EEG, but people turn around and instead of actually, okay, well, let's actually investigate this further, they just, it's nothing. It's nothing. So it's like, what the hell is going on, dude? You know, why is it that I'm just sick and I'm staying sicker and I'm getting sicker and I'm getting sicker and I'm getting sicker and I'm not getting healthier? You know? Why is it that I could literally, you know, me, God, whomever, whatever, could literally manifest these things to try to get myself better, to renew my heart, to renew my soul, to renew my nervous system, to renew my brain functions, you know, to my digestive system and everything, you know, my whole body, you know, everything, like, it could be done, right? Why is it that I can't manifest these things? Why is it that I'm cursed? And I've always thought that I was cursed, and apparently we get family curses. I think, I don't know, but I mean, it's bad enough to like have bad genetics, so you're just sick in general. But why is it that everything else? I mean, there's people that's severely sick, right? Or they're sick, they're diseased, they got issues, but they're successful in their lives. You know, they're able to manifest whatever they essentially want. You know, good friends, people, whatever. But for me, I can't do that. I've tried. You know? I've tried. Why is this shit so freaking blurry, dude? Oh, I hate this freaking... And it's not even a live stream right now, by the way. But why am I having this stuff? I don't get it. I don't. I don't get why there's sick people out there that can still work, that can, you know, regulate. Me, it's like if I do anything, I'm having an issue. You know, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, dude, like, I've lost, I don't know how many people, like, people I've known. You know, friends, family, you know, whatever. Like, death-wise, you know, but I've also lost, you know, just the friendships of people as well. Probably just because I've been sick in general and nobody wants to really be around the sick people. I don't know. It's just like, you know, like whether it's relationships or friendships or family or business ideas, you know, it's just like the business ideas. Why is it that I try to get into the business world and it's like my mind just starts, you know, like seriously. I mean, what is wrong with me, dude? Why am I having so much grief? You know? And which, by the way, does not help the mind. I mean, if you're going through all this shit for over a decade and a half or whatever, you think's gonna happen, dude. That's just like, people are talking about, oh, childhood traumas. I'm like, fuck the childhood traumas. I'm having traumas from all this shit. You know, from trying to get ahead in my life. And it's like, even like when I try to pray to Jesus or God or whatever, which seems to only last for a couple of days, you know, like being in the presence of the Lord. And then it's like, my mind is so shot, it just kind of like goes bye-bye. You know? So, I don't know what to do. I literally have no clue why I'm sick. I don't know why it seems like the majority of everything that happens, I really put effort and I try to do things and it just fails me. I don't know why I'm in this shithole that I'm in. I mean, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful that the AC is like at 70 degrees. I'm grateful that I had this phone. I'm grateful that, I'm alive. I'm grateful that I'm breathing and talking and whatever. You know, even though all my shit's screwed up, I'm grateful. I have great gratitude for that. And I'm appreciative. But I just don't understand why I'm having all these damn issues. I don't understand when I'm trying to get help, whether it's from doctors or nutritionists or people in general that, who knows, might be able to help me out, but they just don't care because you don't got the money, or they just don't care because they're just assholes like that, it seems, or they just don't know. They're running, they're scammers, man. They go through all their stuff and they get their licenses, but when it's time to practice, they don't know shit. I mean, tell me the Western medicine is not just a scam. I mean, personally, I think it's no different than your so-called pseudoscience. I love how they say that one. But like your natural medicine. I mean, what's crazy is you look at the Oriental medicine, Eastern medicine, and that's what they say 5,000 years old. But you're gonna come and say, oh well, that's just hocus pocus. That's just pseudoscience. That's blah 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 blah. Okay, Negroes, you're just now allopathic medicine. You're just now getting into like, oh yeah, this, duh, 5,000 years ago, yeah, it works. But I'm sure they would call them quacks and they still do. I mean, acupuncture is still quackery. I mean, I think there was some studies, and now they're, for the most part, not all, but for the most part, Western medicine is like, oh yeah, like if you have migraines, and I think for something else, maybe it was just migraines, but science is showing it actually helps. It gets rid of migraines. So, and it was I think it was like European studies and American studies on that. But I don't know. I'm trying to like remember, the law of attraction. I'm trying to remember, the attraction in general. The mind is like an antenna, and maybe a radio, but it's also receiving, right? It's a transmitter. Well, it's really a transceiver. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, who knows? Maybe we should get into conspiracies, man. Maybe the brain, the freaking phone towers, maybe my internet, whatever is controlling my brain, dude. Which, by the way, they say the cell phone has the same frequencies as the brain does. And then they're talking about all these other things, wireless towers and stuff that could really just, including causing all kinds of issues, heart attacks and cancers and everything. I'm like, oh wow. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know why I'm like this. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know if it's, and even if it was genetics, like even if it was genetics, am I cursed? I was reading the Bible, and I think it was in Genesis or maybe something. I feel like I'm rambling on. Like, oh my goodness, I'm rambling on. Are you okay, buddy? I don't know, man. Oh wow, I'm talking fast. Wow, that's weird. I'm just kind of like rambling. I don't know. I kind of feel tired now. But anyways, I don't know. It just feels different right now. I don't know what I was saying, but my stuff feels weird, man. Maybe it's, I don't know what I was saying, but maybe it's genetics. I don't know. Maybe there's a curse. A family curse. That's what I was saying. Something about the Bible where it was talking about. I don't know if it was in maybe it was in Deuteronomy, or maybe it was in Luke. It was something. There's something about, and I'm forgetting right now. But it was like something that your offspring will be cursed. I don't know. I don't remember which one it was, but it was something like that. It's like You know, if you act stupid and wicked or whatever, your offspring is going to be cursed. You know, I don't know, but then again, it was, I don't know, it was just weird. You know, maybe my parents were acting crazy, man. Maybe they were acting like fools, or maybe, you know, other family members were acting like fools. I don't know. I don't know why I'm like this. You know, I don't know why I've like, prime example, trying to get a car, right? Trying to get my license, my full license. Nobody will fucking help me. You know, say I'm trying to get some money. I'm trying to get on my feet. I'm not looking for a handout. I'm looking for a hand up. You know, nobody seems to care. You know, but then again, you got like these dudes giving off like $4,000 or $5,000 monthly to fucking girls. You know, that they'll probably never even see. I mean, just last night, this one guy gave this girl on Periscope. I don't know how much he gave her, but everybody was saying like $2,000. I'm like, holy shit! He gave her $2,000, maybe even more. I'm like, oh my god! I mean, he was strong. Who knows? But I mean, you look at a lot of these social sites, these platforms. You know, where you know you can buy gifts and give it to people. I mean, there's people like, dude, if they ever cashed out, like, they could probably buy a house. They could definitely buy a nice ass vehicle. You know, maybe even pay for school. You know, but it's like, whoa, what the hell, man? And sometimes I wonder, like, if I was a girl, you know, would it be easier? Would it be in the, you know, would I be able to just, you know, say whatever and get fucking all kinds of money? I don't know. You know? Oh wow. My mind is all like, but hey, once again, my brain is screwed up. Like I said, but I think they said prefrontal lobe. Maybe no, I think it was prefrontal lobe. I think that's what they said. Prefrontal lobe, temporal lobes. Uh, so I think it's like pre and then frontal, right? So if that's, I don't know if that's the case, but if that's prefrontal, I think. So basically, my entire head's fucked up. Think about it. So it'd be back here, and then the sides. So say I got two heads going on. So the sides all here. So it's basically my entire head. My entire head, man. But I think it said prefrontal lobe, or prefrontal. Um, yeah, prefrontal. Keep getting mixed up with temporal lobe. But I don't know, man. You know, I just wish that tomorrow, I mean, I don't know if it's lottery tomorrow, but tomorrow I wish I could win a jackpot, get a shitload of money, and get things started. Right? But I probably wouldn't know how to process that in general. But even better is, you know, I'm just trying to process in general. When I've been sick, like my brain is, I just don't get that. Like how my brain is fucked up on record, and doctors don't care. They think that I have anxiety, and it's in my head. Dude, I'm triggered. If my doctor was in my apartment right now, and I knew I could get away with shit, I would beat her fucking ass, dude. I'd beat her ass, bro. I would fucking just, like, I have a diagnosis. I got, all the fucking shit says that I got this shit going on. All the fucking tests. the EEGs, the psychological test, the PET scans, the symptoms I've been fucking talking about. Everything. Oh wow, I feel that prune juice now. Huh. That's great. That prune juice is starting to move. Wow, I had that stuff at 9 o'clock. Yeah, exactly at 9 o'clock. It's 1:31. But, I just... If I'm not cursed, I don't know. And if I'm cursed, I don't know. I don't know why I'm going through all the shit that I'm going through. I don't know why I can't catch a break. I don't know. I don't know why I can't catch a break, dude. It's like I'm fucking suffocating. It's like I can't find a way out of this. Everybody's like, oh, it's your childhood and shit, blah, blah. Like, fuck you, dude. Like, I mean, people have screwed up childhoods all the time, dude, and they're, you know, CEOs or freaking higher ups or whatever, dude, and they're fine. I just... I don't know, man. I just don't know. I just know that I need money, and I need a hell of a lot of money. I need so much money you'd be like, oh my goodness. You know, and I understand a lot of people don't make much money at all. But I'm trying to survive, dude. And unfortunately, health is very expensive, especially if you don't have it. Like I said, you know, if I won $1 million or whatever the fuck I won, I'd get it. I would give all of it to somebody that could actually get me better. I would. Every single penny, the entire check, I'd give it to someone. You know, like I said in a video, you know, I'd rather be healthy and broke than broke and not healthy. Or, yeah, what was it? I would rather be, I did that last time too. I'd rather be healthy and broke than broke. Wait, I would rather be healthy. This is like a tongue twister for me. I'd rather be healthy and broke than sick and rich. That's what it is, yeah. I'd rather be broke and healthy than sick and rich. Because you know what? Even if you're at broke, zero, but you got your health, you know, you can still make money off of that, you know? But when you're sick and you're rich, I mean, yeah, you got a lot of options, but if you think about it, you know, there's celebs that are like internationally known, like A-listers, and they're sick. You know, they've been sick for a long time. And they're eating healthy, dude. They're eating vegan shit every day, dude. Like plant-based diets and whatever. And they're still sick. and they have some beautiful souls. I mean, I think some of them. I think that they need to stop focusing on gossip and trying to say shit and to be in the cool crowd. I can't tell. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. A few weeks ago or whatever, I had a big bruise. Who knows? Maybe I can come back to these videos one day and just maybe I can get tips or something. It's just most of these videos are an hour or longer. And that's the ones that really get to me. It's like, I can't sit, bro, for an hour and listen to that shit. But, I don't know. I just know my brain's fried. Tests show it. And doctors would rather refer you to the neurologist that doesn't know shit. And they'll even tell you, I don't know. In fact, some of them will frantically just be like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't... Sir, are you okay? I'm just telling you, I don't know what's wrong with you. Well, here's one. How about you do a PET scan? Oh, no, you're crazy. You have mental issues. Yeah, PET scan them years later. It's weird because I had a dream about that doctor when I was sleeping. I went into his office and there was some shit that happened. But like actual real shit that happened, and yeah. But I don't know. I don't think I like talk to him. But sometimes like I have these dreams about my health. Just different stuff. I mean, I used to have them a lot more, but sometimes it's digestive issues or whatever, or sometimes it's they're like, oh, this is exactly what's going on with you. Sometimes I have these dreams, and then it's like I wake up, and all of a sudden it's like, because sometimes I can kind of lucid dream, but like I remember the name, but when I wake up, I can't remember it. I forget about it. I'm like, damn it. Like I swear, one time, dude, I saw this chick in my dream, and I thought I found her. I mean, I don't know if I did or not, but she looked exactly like her. And I talked to her, and she's like, oh, that's crazy, dude. I was like, hell yeah, it is. Oh, Lord, man. When it's 1:39 and your prune juice is finally kicking in. That's, oh my God, that's horrible. But I think what I need to do is I need to really start taking notes. I need to think about meditation and visualization. And try to get rid of these negative emotions and try to start focusing on the positive. Because, I mean, hey, why not? Emotions really does play in the longevity of health. If you have bad emotions in general, you have a greater chance of mortality, death. And even if you live long age, there's chances of other issues, such as heart attacks or some type of disease or whatever. And I'm like, oh, wow, right? So, and I'm 35, and I think my dad, if the information is correct, my dad had a heart attack at 35, so, genetics. What's funny though is how they always ask you about family history and shit, right? But they don't ever seem to really care. But I also think like being here, being in this environment, um, I don't really want to show my shit, but whatever. So this is my environment, right? This is pretty much my environment. This is where I pretty much am. You know? Now imagine staying in here every day. You know, and then I got my room, of course, in the bedroom. Or the bedroom, the bathroom, whatever. But that's my environment. Imagine staying in a place like this every fucking day. Having all your health issues. You know, it would drive someone mad, right? I don't know. God, that prune juice, bro. But I'm also getting hungry, too. Ugh. I just wish that I think I need to, like, take cards or something and just, like, make affirmations. You know what? Maybe that's what I should just do, like, gratitude affirmations or whatever, and just write those down or whatever, and just have them. I mean, even in a, I don't know. I think they had something, having visual disturbances right now, but they had something that's like, oh, I was in depression and anxiety group, but they gave us cards and stuff, and you just write shit down, right? Things that, you can take with you, you can take with you. So if you're having an issue, you can be like, okay, I can, I don't know. But yeah, maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should write that right now. I don't know how to spell because I'm retarded at times. But I should spell visualization, meditation, affirmation, meditation, even when I look at stuff, like, even like, notebooks and stuff, it's too much for me. I think that's exactly temporal arteritis or something, giant cell arteritis. So I was doing some personal schooling, sort of, just kind of like educating myself about different things, and I was looking at the pathophysiology about that, and one of them, people with Hashimoto's, they can have that as well. But what I wrote here is like, if you have that, your ESR is probably going to be high. Your C-reactive protein is going to be high. You should do a CBC for anemia, biopsy of the temporal artery, and then you usually already want to start treatments, which is steroids, which is usually prednisone. And you got to start the person on prednisone right off the bat because, shit can cause blindness. You want to check the your something, the ESR rate. I don't know. That's all I got. But yeah, I'm just talking about the law of attraction, and what I hate is these books. These long ass books. I think they say studies find now that people that read short books, they get short books, they actually read the books all the way. These long ass books, it's like, oh my God. It's like, holy shit, bro. Maybe I should read that one, especially since I paid $20 for it and I've never read it. See the emotions and healing and the energy. I've never read this book. Actually, it's already starting to get damage to it. But I've never read this book. I bought it. I bought it in Austin at the bookstore. So, a handbook of subtle or whatever energies and massage and yoga. So tension is another manifestation of subtle energy that can be easily fed into the body. Be easily felt in the body. Tension, although it tends to have negative connotation, is not always a bad thing. The release of energy through the muscle, internal organs, or connective tissue naturally creates a temporary flux or tension, creating resistance, but not tightness or hardness. This is why a person can sometimes feel a stiffness or resistance to movement the morning after a massage. I don't know. I mean, it looks like yeah, I paid $20 for it. Yeah, $19.95. So more than $20. You know what? I think I'm gonna start reading this. I really need to get spiritual. I mean, for a little bit, I was spiritual. Like, I remember when I was little, I wanted to be a monk. I literally wanted to go to Asia or whatever and be a Tibetan monk. You know, is Tibet in Asia? I don't know. But like, I wanted to be like a Buddhist monk, man. You know, just like, that's what I wanted to do. And I would even kind of like do meditation here and there. Not, I mean, I don't really know when I started to do meditation, but I need to like really get those down. Like, I need to work on my spiritual healing, especially when it comes to the manifestation part. But I think that would be good. That'd be a good book to read. I was over here because I was actually looking for another book. You know, you remember when I was talking about, like, I had a secret book, and I've also watched the documentary a few times. I have the CD. Oh my god, my head, that was weird. And then I have Ask and It. Oh god, my head, like when I went down like that. But yeah, Ask and It Is Given. Learning to manifest your desires. The teachings of Abraham. The teachings of Abraham. But you see what I'm talking about? Like, I hate this kind of stuff. It's just like they take forever. Allow your feelings to be your guide. I am not a girl, man. But I am a Cancer, so we're very in tune. But what I was talking about, like the books and stuff, like, my god, dude, I don't know how much crap is in here, but I just need to really start cultivating. It's, you know, the problem is not me not wanting to cultivate. Like, I would love to cultivate, right? I love to cultivate a symbiotic, you know, relationship between my mind and my body and, you know, my surroundings and whatever. That was some fancy shit, right? You know, I would love to get that homeostasis back in my life. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes, but my mind is so whacked out and bent out of shape that I start having cognitive issues and whatever, but I also start having issues regarding to memory. Like, I might be able to do this for a day or two or whatever, but eventually I get to this point that I actually really start having problems continuing what I'm trying to do or trying to finish. So just think about the things that I'm trying to actually finish. Oh wow, my GI system is screwed, dude. My GI system is causing all this tension and whatever. But, just think, like, I'm having issues trying to get, paperwork done. So just think about long-lasting things such as eating healthy and meditating and, cultivating whatever, exercising or yoga or Tai Chi, Qigong, um, there's other ones, I don't know. Like, just being spiritual. Like, I'm also, I guess that could be tricky. Well, I don't know if I'm in the, I don't know, like, witchcraft. Like, when I was younger, I was dabbing into it. I didn't really know much about it. I didn't understand the energies. And I don't think the majority of these youngsters even understand the energy. Could it be dangerous? Yeah, I think it could. I think witchcraft, or just the craft in general, I think it's an extension of what we already harness. The law of attraction, the manifestation with our thoughts, right? We're able to bring things into existence. Not like literal, like, oh, okay, here's $1 million. But if you have this visualization and this focus over time, it will show up in your life, through the things that you do or the places that you go. You might actually, and I think that's another thing. I think being, especially in today's time, in human life, existence, whatever, I think being able to get out and to be able to travel, you actually make more connections. The world has, the law of attraction has, the energies have a way to connect better than as if you're just sitting at home. People aren't just going to come to my home and just, hey, look, I'm here to help you because the energies are sending me here to help you. You got to get out. You got to meet people, But at the same time, you have to be careful about those energies that you pick up as well. And I'm an empathetic, I'm a Cancer in general, so I pick up tons of shit. That's why I have a bullshit meter, dude. Like, I can smell your ass, like, I get a 97% accuracy rate. Like, I call bullshit. Like, I just, my logical side, I'm able to, like, really, like, oh yeah, I'm able to do a lot of things. That's what just doesn't make sense. It's like there's something going on. But it's like, okay, I just picked up this book. I just picked up that other book. I'm talking, I just got into the whole law of attraction. The what the belief do you know thing. Since the 11th on and off, since today, I've been dabbling back in, the Bible. In fact, I don't have a book, but I was listening to the Quran, 1 hour's worth, which, I don't know, it's weird because it's like sometimes you listen to stuff and you're just like, oh, okay, cool, and you think you hear it, but you don't, and sometimes it takes you a few times, and you just, like, it doesn't, I don't know, it's different. And then maybe, later in life or something, you go and you listen to it again or whatever, and it's a completely different perspective. It's like, there was at times I would listen to the Bible, on my phone or whatever, and it would, I would hear it, and I was trying to listen to it, but like now when I listen to the Bible, or I read the Bible, I start like listening and I start taking sections, like the things that they're saying, like, oh wow, it's just like what really makes me think about in the Bible
when it comes to Adam and Eve. Well, Adam and Eve had um, Abel and Cain, and Abel killed Cain, right? Or Cain killed Abel. Yeah, I think Cain killed Abel, right? Yeah, I think Cain killed Abel. I don't know. And then all of a sudden, I swear to God, that's what I heard. You know, Cain um, found, some woman, and they had kids, and they had, you know, all that. I don't remember the names, but like, wait, what? How the? Because you remember, like, when he's like, dude, I can't go out there. These people are gonna kill me. I mean, well, first of all, where the hell did the people come from? That's my question. I really got to look into that. Like, where the hell did the people come from? And remember, I think God was like, you're cursed for 7 years or whatever the thing is, but you're tagged or whatever. You know, like, I don't know. In Genesis, I don't know. And then there was other things like I was thinking about. It's like, huh, especially like when it comes to like health and whatever, or just principles in general. Or it's just like things that pop up, like, I have my ex's Bible that she never seems to take, and I don't think I'll ever get it back to her, but, it's, I've kind of looked at it, and, her thing was always the virtuous wife, right? And then, like, I think, a page or two after that, it talks about all these other things. I'm like, oh, wow, that's, almost things like that could be for me. Like, oh, wow, that's crazy, dude. Now, will these things actually be beneficial to the point that it's going to excel me to another level in my life where things are actually good now? Or is it going to be like, oh, well, I won $50, or, oh, I need a backpack, I get a backpack, or, oh, this or that, or whatever. Or, oh, I haven't heard from this person in a while. Ring, ring, ring. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Or, I've been thinking about this person. Oh, wow, they just show up in my life out of the blue. I'm like, oh, wow, that's weird. You know? I mean, not all of it is really productive. It's like, why did my exes show up in my life? I mean, my sister was in jail. My ex went to the same jail. They found each other. And that's how I was able to find my sister. My ex also, when my dad died, the ashes. There's connections. So, to what does this say? To what you are. I think I'll do this and then I'm gonna get off. So, God, I gotta stop saying that. Okay. To what you are giving your attention. To what you are. To what are you? Yeah. To what are you giving your attention? Whatever you're giving your attention to causes you to emit a vibration, and the vibrations that you offer equals your asking, which equals your point of attraction. If there is something you desire that you currently do not have, you need only put your attention upon it, and by the law of attraction it will come to you. For as you think about this thing or experience that you desire, you offer a vibration, and then by the law, that very thing or experience must come to you. Yeah, but what they say about God too, man. You don't always get things when you want it. You get it on God's time, which I've actually noticed that. I think I was talking to people about that too. I was like, dude, like, I don't always get what I want, but I've noticed for the most part, you know, like I got a place going on right now. That's a good thing. Okay. However, if there is something that you desire that you currently do not have, and you put your attention upon your current state of not having it, then the law of attraction will continue to match that not having it vibration. So you will continue to not have that which you desire. It's the law. It is law. It is law. It is law. So, anyways, if you want this book or you want to read it or whatever, ask and it is given. Learning to Manifest Your Desires by Escher, I think that's how you pronounce the name, and Jerry Hicks, The Teachings of Abraham. So I guess that's Jerry and Esther Hicks. So Esther, I'm assuming, is a woman. I think that was my grandma's name. Somebody's name, I don't remember. But yeah, I got this. Oh, wow. Really? I didn't even realize that. Dude, Dude, I've had this book for like, I don't know how many years. For a few years. And it says, forwarded by Dr. Wayne W. Dyer. I mean, I don't know what forwarded means. I'm going to have to look it up, but that is insane, bro. Wow, I did not know that. Huh, just like I have another book about something, and it's from some other guy, and, he's pretty, I think Dr. Mark Hyman, which that's a tricky subject because I'm kind of not cool with some of his patients he's treating. I was like, oh wow, I didn't know you were. Oh Lord, that it's crazy. Like when you have thought processes and you're dealing with certain people, or you want to deal with those people, and other things kind of, I don't know, when worlds collide. But anyways, I'm going to get off this thing. I've been on here 62 minutes and 41 plus seconds. So I'm going to get off this thing. I'm going to let this, and then I might get some to eat. I don't know, with my thing going on. So I think I'm going to try to read for a little bit, and then I'm going to go to sleep because I got to get up in the morning. I think I got to get up at least around 11 and be out by 12, I believe. I don't know. I think by at least 12:45, right? Because it takes an hour and 9 minutes to get there, including waiting for the bus. So I don't know. Like when I don't do stuff for a while, I just see. And that's the thing. Like before I really go, is I have all these books, right? And I'm kind of in the like reading the books right now mode. I have all these books. Even if I've read these books and I really understood these books, and my brain didn't trip out like it is now. Okay, that's cool that I read the books, and that's cool that I have the information, but without money, once again, money, nothing's gonna happen. Like, I need that. Like, it's a campaign, dude. It's, okay, I learned all this information, I know how to get healthy, but if I don't got the money, I can't get the right foods, I can't get the right stuff, I can't see the right people or whatever. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So anyways, I'm going to get off this thing because you know what time it is. Almost past 2 o'clock. Who the hell is that? Real... Oh, I know that. Oh, that's that celebrity short guy. Alright, I'm gonna get off this thing and let this thing do its job. So my live is definitely not lit, but hey, some interesting things. So, all right, peace.